When we opened the restaurant, I was thinking to open a very nice place with people coming to enjoy the wine they want to drink with the food they want to eat. My cuisine, I describe it American, Italian, and eclectic. And my menu is very variety, and they can choose for different ways, different styles. You know, I'm walking to a table, how's everything? Oh, everything is good, everything is great. So, oh, thank you. Anything I can do? My name is Solman, I'm the chef owner. Anything, questions or anything I can answer for you, please give me a hug. I'm in the back or I'm walking around. And I like to talk to everybody, because I'm very friendly. Everybody's welcome in my place. I don't care who's coming in, I don't care how they come in, or I don't care how they are dressed or look like. And everybody's a family, and everybody's together and enjoy.
So Bart, you say that Omar Rodriguez makes Think a special place. Tell us why you chose it.
Think is just a slam dunk of a meal. It's just, yeah, I go there, everything's going to be good. The pasta is going to be fresh. Everything's handcrafted. He's very, it's a one-man shop, and everything is just crafted to the way he wants it.
What type of cuisine is Think?
It's Italianish. I'm going to say Italianish because he'll do.
What is Italianish? It's Think food.
Italianish is not seared ahi tuna with seaweed salad at a Russian place, but it's very, very much more. It's lots. He does really great things with his ravioli, and the pastas are what I go there for mostly. And the salad's always good. Everything's just very tightly controlled, very well made. And it's a very laid-back atmosphere.
Now, Guy, you're Italian. Did this live up to your level of expectation?
Think was probably one of the best Italian restaurants I've been to in a long, long
That's
time.
coming from an Italian.
Yeah, and my wife is basically the pasta eater, and she had some tricolored tortellini that was excellent. Had chunks of prosciutto in it, and it was very good, very fresh, done perfectly. And I had the rack of lamb Vesuvio, which was almost a disappointment because the hostess had come out and said, we have everything on the menu but the rack of lamb. And I was like, oh, that's really what I wanted though. And then the chef came out and he's like, you know, normally I keep 2 on the side, so I've got one if you want it. And I was like, oh, talk about the build-up. This was just great. Yeah, and I ordered it and it was just great. The lamb was done perfectly, it was fresh, and it was just a great experience.
Well, Omar Rodriguez, obviously a very Latin-sounding name, actually worked for Carlici restaurant group for a number of years. And so that's where his Italian sort of love has come from. Rena, how was your Italian experience, or Italianish?
Italianish. I kind of I actually had trouble of describing the food. I think it was marvelous, but because I chose non-pasta entree because it was pork chops with sweet mashed potatoes, and I'm a huge fan of sweet mashed potatoes. And then we did try scallops, which were very, very fresh, and the crabfish soup was excellent. They did not skimp on the seafood. It was really, really kind of very chunky. It's chunky. So I'm like, the word is no, that's a word.
Chunky. Good.
Chunky, the Russian word for it.
Yeah. And then my dessert was banana caramello. Kind of sounds more Spanish, and I thought it's actually more kind of inspired by that sees bananas and ice cream. It was really nicely balanced. So I actually kept thinking of how to describe this food, so I called it Think food. It's just well presented, well balanced, and it's just delicious. It just melts in your mouth. I loved it.
You don't have to think too much about it.
No. You just close your wine and enjoy.
I think they've simplified it down to what he can do, what he can control, and I think he just it shows a lot of craftsmanship and over the food, and that's what really brings it in for me, is that he just really cares about everything that comes out is just done right.
And I think they've done a good job of presenting this eclectic, elegant, but very welcoming place. It's a neighborhood place, but it's more elegant than cafe, so I think it's very well balanced presence.
I have to say, one of the really neat things was I've never had a chef come out so many times. while you were eating. And he'd bring the food out himself and say, how do you like the way it looks? How did you like the way that tasted? Was that good? Was the lamb really worth it? And it really is.
He always does
Yeah,
this too, and so that's
and he
part
was
of the
doing it with
feeling.
everybody. It's not like he was just doing it with us. And we had gotten there at like 6 o'clock or 6:30, and we were the only ones there at first. And by the time we left at like 8, the place was packed on a Sunday night.
And I do like that they have the bring your own beverage, so even if they don't have the wine on site, they do let them do the whole corking and pouring. And also they have the wine that their patrons give them as gifts, and some of those wine are very unusual. The bottles are very unusual designs, so it kind of adds extra touch, and it shows those patrons are more than just people that come there and live. It's more, they form that unique relationship.
Now, I think we're talking about Omar Rodriguez, great chef, but you know, he's 50% of the team. His wife is also involved.
Yes, she's very much involved, and she'll come around and ask you how things are. They wait on you with a real concern about how you're doing.
Nicely formed, wonderful scallops, and they're in a white wine garlic sauce.
And even the waiter, when Rivka can be there, Miguel comes back and kind of covers for them. And he's an extremely patient guy because I was cracking up. Somebody called and on the phone was asking about the whole menu. He spent 20, it was just very busy, and he was so nice to the person on the phone. I'll be like, okay, I gotta go. It was very, very nice.
I gotta find some lamb chops.
It was unbelievable. For me, it was a test of a good waiting person.
Well, Bart, this was your selection. Give us a summary.
Again, handcrafted food from a guy who really cares about what he's doing and just wants to make your meal perfect as much as he can.
Marina?
I love the place. I feel very welcome there, and I think you have to go back regardless with your fiancé, with your husband, with your friends. Just go and enjoy.
Guy?
Definitely probably going to become one of our favorite restaurants. We're definitely going to go again and again. It's very romantic, very nice place to eat.
Well, you can ponder the choices at Think, 2235 Northwestern Avenue, 773-394-0537. Open for dinner every night of the week. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person is $35.